So we just sit a little bit forward in our chairs to start. Both feet planted down. And however it's comfortable, hands, palms down on your lap or palms up in your lap. Either way is fine with me. Just trying to sit up nice and tall. And let's all take a big breath in through our nose. Open your mouth side out. One more time like that. In through your nose. Open your mouth side out. And it's just in and out through your nose now if you can. Seeing if you can breathe in all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. Fully exhale. Just working on taking the breath deeper. Exhales longer. And that's our victorious breath. It's a breath we use most often throughout the practice. It's what helps us hold the pose longer. It's also what helps us calm our bodies down and get into the pose more. Feel the stretch better, make lasting change. You can notice your chest rise with the inhales. And feel it deflate with the exhales. Keep breathing like this. Press down a little firmer through your feet. Feel your leg muscles turn on. Sit up a little taller. Do a little check-in with your body, kind of scanning from your head to your neck, shoulders, arms, wrists, hands, down through your torso to your hips, legs, knees, ankles, feet. Just notice if there's any part of you that's paining you. We're just going to pay attention to that for just a moment. When you find that part of you that's bothering you, don't ignore it and don't judge yourself for it. Stop yourself from telling you the story of, it's going to hurt me forever. It's never going to stop. I try and it's just there. I tell myself that story too sometimes. We have to catch ourselves, take that thought captive, and then breathe into that space. That's just thinking about it, noticing everything it feels like, not fighting the pain, but getting to know the pain. And then if you would, you can take your hands down by your sides, maybe even holding onto the sides of your chair. Just tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. So we're still sitting up nice and tall, shoulders drawn down, left ear to left shoulder. And the other side, right ear to right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. And if you want to take it a little deeper, just take that left hand and bring it on up to rest on the side of your head. Yeah, and it's not so much pulling the head down, but just kind of letting the weight of your hand do some work. That's it. And wherever your finger pads are on your head, I like to kind of grip my fingers in. It feels like just a little bit of a face massage there. Just kind of gripping my fingers in, giving my skin a little pull. And then gently release. Head on over to the other side, right ear to right shoulder. That's it. Right arm coming up to rest on the side of your head, just moving as slowly as we did on the other side. Just take a few breaths right here. And then if you like that little extra pull, you kind of grip those finger pads down. Just a little pull on the skin. And then releasing your head, releasing your hand down. Good. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale to reach your arms up. Hands come together. Exhale down through your heart space. That's it. All the way down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. A few more like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Just your left hand comes down, left arm down. You can hold on to the chair if you want to and just lean to your left. You should feel a big side stretch, or a nice side stretch rather, in your right side body. So we keep that mind-body connection by when we breathe, we think about where we feel it. Inhale through center, switch your arms. Lean to your right. Forget about your left side body, breathing space. Inhale to center, reach up with both hands. You let your fingertips touch, and we'll take a nice twist over to the left. So you just bring your arms down, turn to your left. Right hand goes on your left knee. Left hand just holds onto the chair wherever it feels right to you. Try to keep your knees pointing forward. And maybe with every exhale, you can turn and look behind you. Just be gentle on your neck. Twisting out the spine here. Makes your body calm down. Inhale back to center, reach your arms up. Fingertips can touch. Twist to your right. Left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. We have a nerve that runs all the way up and down our spine. And so when we twist like that, the nerve is getting a gentle massage. And this nerve translates messages from your brain to all parts of your body. So when you breathe slow and deep, it's sending out the message, we feel good. Our body feels good. We're calm, we're peaceful. Inhale back up to center, reach your arms up. Put your hands into your heart space, please. Close your eyes. Just breathe normally here. Take a minute to remind yourself why you're here. That's your intention for your meditation. Yoga is the breath, the movements, and the mindfulness. And if you would, just take your hands down to your lap. And we're going to do a little seated cat-cow. So you just slide your hands forward to your knees, round your back, take your gaze down. That's your exhale. And on the inhale, you slide your hands back towards you. Sit up nice and tall, lift your heart, lift your gaze. If 2 more. Exhale to arch your back, slide your hands forward. Inhale to sit up tall. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, arch your back. And inhale, lift. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. 2 more at your own breath. Remembering it's about what you feel like and not about what you look like. 1 more, both ways. Inhale to sit up tall, lift your gaze, lift your heart. A bit of neutral spine, gaze can come forward. Walk your hands a little bit forward. Let's just toe wheel our feet out just a smidge further than your chair. Just a smidge. And then inhale here. Exhale to hinge forward. Forward fold. So you don't have to go too far, but this is another one where we all look a little different, right? So some of you guys will like to keep your hands at your knees. Some of you will like to take forearms to your legs. And some of you will like to reach all the way down. And any variation of that is okay. And we'll do a few forward folds so you can even play around with trying one. Right? We can't do anything if we don't try. Most important thing here is that when we rise, it's an inhale. Okay, so first take your hands to your knees if they're not already there. And then on and inhale all the way up. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to your knees and fold. Stay here, a breath in and a breath out. Hands to your knees, inhale to rise. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to your knees and fold down. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your knees and fold. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale all the way up. Good. Exhale. Very good. Let's take the feet out just a little bit wider. Start to get into those hips, inner thighs. So this time toes point out a bit, and I do have to be pretty far forward on my chair, otherwise the chair kind of gets in my way. So if you feel like the chair is stopping you, just slide a little bit more forward. And then thumbs on the insides of your knees. Here you go. Inhale. Exhale to hinge forward. Let your elbows bend out wide. That's it. So we don't have to go too far forward here. I'm just maybe 45-degree lean. And then we're going to straighten the left arm like you're pushing that left knee away, and it'll force you to turn and gaze over to your right. Yeah, this is one we sometimes experience in a lot of different places. So just breathe deep while I talk. Maybe feeling it in your shoulder, your back, stomach, inner thighs. Right, all places you're supposed to feel it. Nothing's wrong. Come back to center, so we're staying low, but 2 bent elbows again. And then other side, so we straighten the right arm like you're pushing that right knee away, gaze over to your left. And again, just notice where you're feeling it in your body without judgment. Inhale to rise. Inhale. Very nice. You can bring those legs back together. Okay, let's just come on up to our hands a little bit, okay? So let's just take the hands out forward, and I just call them star hands. We just do fingers out wide, strong hands, and then fists. And then you're going to do it as fast as you can. I No, and if it's not already, what'll happen is forearms start to burn, right? So this is really good for just getting the blood pumping, especially if you do have arthritis or anything with your hands. This is a great one. I actually do this with my advanced yogis as well. Not that you guys aren't advanced. Terrible person, I'm sorry. So rude. But I do it with all levels, that's what I'm trying to say.
We know we're advanced, right?
You guys are, I tell you that all the time. By the end, you'll be like, what is she doing? Okay. One arm forward, we're just going to take those fingers, just pull them back so we're stretching. We got the blood pumping. Just stretching that hand, and then just let that, the fingers come down, pull back towards you that way. I like that one. Let's do it on the other side. So grab those fingers, pull them back. There you go. And then fingers down. Those fingers in towards you there. Should be feeling it right here in the forearms. And then roll out your wrists. Just all directions, back and forth. So let's do one finger at a time. So just see, how do we do this? Let's do it palms up. I can't find myself today. I haven't taught chair yoga in a few months. That's why I had to practice yesterday. So you're just pulling one finger back at a time. And then the thumb, it's like a hitchhiker thumb. You let your other fingers curl and then you just pull it straight back. It's a little different. Okay, other side. Hitchhiker thumb. Pull it right back in towards you. Very good, very good. Roll those wrists again. Good, we'll move it into the shoulders. So just take your arms straight out. If you're pushing somebody away, strong fingers, and then make those fists. We won't do a bunch of star hands, just a little. Making sure those forearms still warm. I know they are. Roll here. Good, and then palms up. See if you can relax your shoulders down. Oh, yes. Everybody's like, whew. And then fingertips touch your shoulders. That's right. And then we're just doing little circles with your elbows. So just move in one direction. Whichever way you chose is fine. We'll switch it in a minute. Circles just start little and gradually get a little bit bigger. Keep getting bigger and bigger. And of course, if you have a shoulder injury or something like that, you just need to modify. Just don't take it too big. Just do whatever feels right. And maybe even elbows touch together. Ooh. Yep, and also paying attention to your shoulder blades. You should feel them moving around, maybe coming closer together and sliding apart. Okay, just let's reverse the direction, but you can take a break for a sec. I'll worry about doing that because then we forget which way we did it. So coming back to touching your shoulders. And whichever way is the opposite way, if you can remember. One of the great benefits of yoga is our ability to get better at focus and concentration. Right, so concentrating now on your shoulder blades, shoulder girdle, appreciating all those little pops and cracks. Oh my goodness. Okay, bring those arms down, just shake it out. How are we doing? Good. Okay. All right, so let's turn towards the right of our chair. And then, so you hold on to the back of your chair. This is safety, and the front hand holds on to the front of the chair right in between your legs. And then we're just gonna start the leg that's free, that's closest to me, is just gonna step back and then in. Yeah, and we're just moving back and forth. Just kind of getting that hip ready, and that hip loosen up a little bit. You can also think about pulling your core in. Okay, let's keep that leg back. Doesn't have to be too far back. We'll start with a bent knee, and we're gonna work on straightening that leg. So you might have to walk your back foot back a little bit more. You'll just see if you're able to straighten. So we're just squeezing that leg, trying to get it straight, and then letting it bend. Squeezing it, getting it straight, and bending. So might be feeling this in a few places, but we're targeting the front of the hip, extension. We don't often get this movement in everyday life, so the hips start to get tight, right, stiff. So just working on that, you really gotta squeeze your legs, squeeze your booty to get that leg straight. And then we're gonna keep it straight here, or as straight as you can get it. It's all good. And then take that arm that's towards me. We're reaching forward with that arm. Flip your palm to the ceiling and bring it all the way behind you. Nice and slow. Working that shoulder. Palm up. Bring it all the way behind you. Let's add the breath. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. We're going to reverse the direction. So bring it behind you first. Flip your palm up. Round and down. Inhale on the way up. Exhale down. In and out through your nose if you can. I was watching a webinar called Breath as Medicine, and apparently science has proven that we burn more fat if we exhale through our nose. So I'm trying to exhale through my nose all day. Every time I do it through my mouth, I'm like, what am I doing? Wasted that breath. Okay, we can go back to center. So I'm also trying to spread that news. Exhale through your nose. Let's come back to the other side. Okay, so holding on to the back of the chair and the front of your chair. We're just starting with that step back, right? Just getting that hip ready. Okay. In and out through your nose if you can. And let's keep it back, and we'll work that bend and straighten, right? So just try to straighten, and if you feel like you need to step your foot back, just step back a little further. Bend. Yeah, and you can move at your own pace too. I do like to think about drawing my belly button towards my spine here because, well, it's training the core, but also it's protecting your low back because you can get a little arch in your low back here. It's not really great for us. Drawing your belly in. Oh, see, I did it. Open mouth, exhale. Okay, we'll keep that leg straight as we can get it. And front arm towards me. We're doing those big arm circles. So reach your arm forward, flip your palm to the ceiling, and bring your arm around and down. Inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Good, 3 more. Your arm is only connected to the rest of your body by one bone, your collarbone. So otherwise it's all muscles, tendons, ligaments. So we're just taking care of that shoulder. Let's reverse the direction. Bring it behind you, flip your palm up, around and down. So inhale on the way up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. center, please. Feet just a little bit wider than your chair. We'll take a little forward fold, relax the back. So just inhale here and exhale to fold. And again, hands can stay at knees, forearms to your legs. I like that one. Hands reaching for the floor. For those of you with hands reaching to the floor, maybe this time you want to actually hold on to opposite elbows. Any of those are good. Let's just let our heads relax. Just shake your head no. And shake your head yes. Hands up to your knees, and it's an inhale to rise up. And exhale. Good. Feet just a little bit closer together. And we're sitting forward on our chair, just a little bit of core for you. So I teach it that your thumbs touch your ribs, middle finger touches the hip bone right there. So that's the space from your ribs to your hip bones. And on our exhales, we're just trying to shorten the distance between our fingers. So it's not so much as of compressing. So sometimes it looks like this. And that's like chest coming down, right? Let's think about low abs coming up. So you keep your heart lifted, keep everything lifted. Trying to lift low abs up. And it's super hard if it's the first time a lot of you guys, it's your first time with me. So you're just working on it, it's just a practice. It's a really hard thing to figure out that core engagement. You can think about belly button to spine. And you might also notice a lift of your pelvic floor. That's part of your core. Pelvic floor and butt and back are all a part of your core. Okay, we're going to add some movement. So you can keep your hands there if that's helping you, or you can take your hands to your chair. We're just doing the lift of the knee. Okay, so inhale. Exhale, engage your core. Lift one knee up. Hold it up for your whole exhale. And inhale to set it down. Exhale, engage your core. Lift your opposite knee. Important thing is inhale, put it down. Exhale, engage and lift. Making sure to engage before you lift. Inhale to set it down. Exhale, engage and lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more each way. Through the nose if we can remember that. Very nice. Okay, we'll make it a little harder. Slide back about halfway in your chair and you lean back on your chair. So you can continue to do the marching, the alternate legs, that's fine, or we try both legs at the same time. So the most important thing is the core engagement. Even if you lift like a half an inch off the floor, that's still good. So here we go. Inhale. Exhale, engage. See if you can lift. That's it. Inhale to lower. We'll try 5. Exhale, engage, and lift. Inhale, lower. You're zipping everything up like you're trying to squeeze into a tight pair of jeans. I forgot to count, so we'll say this is the last one. I think it was 5 anyways. Okay. Woo. A little fold over. Let your head hang down. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Hands up to your knees. Inhale to sit up. Dina got us some really good equipment, so I'm going to get it set up for next week. So we'll still have some of this core, but some stuff to add. I'm excited. You guys will like it. Okay. So now we do our most favorite part of the class, up downs. That's a little bit of sarcasm. So we are literally just standing up and sitting down, and we'll do it 10 times. You guys know it. So we're going to inhale to stand, prevent dizziness. Inhale to stand up. Exhale to sit. Inhale, stand. Exhale, sit. Inhale, stand. Exhale, sit. If you want to make it harder, you do a little hover over the chair. You don't sit all the way down, you just hover. Inhale, stand. Exhale to sit. Even harder than that is just to keep the knees bent. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I think we have 3 more. 3. 2. And 1. Stay standing. Bring your hands together to your heart space. Did it. Take a breath in and a breath out. If you have chosen today what is good to take care of you, to get into your breath and move a little bit. Okay, so we're going to walk around to the back of our chair. I'm going to turn to the side for the sake of this video. But you guys don't have to do that. You can just stay the same way, yeah. And you can see me a little bit better too. Okay, so we're a little bit like an arm's length away from the chair. I've got a little hinge in my hips. Bend your knees. We'll start with skiing, so just bend your knees a lot and push your hips over to one side. Ooh, you should feel that outer hip. Take it to the other side. You feel right there. It's always okay if you're feeling other places, right? That's just getting to know your body. With yoga comes great body awareness. You can keep moving side to side. Center, you can walk a little bit towards your chair. Let's come to the right side of your chair. Right side. Your right side. So I'll come over here too. Your right side. Okay, so we're going to balance on your left foot. The foot that's closest to this chair is the one we balance on. And there's no reason to let go of the chair. You can just hold right on. I spread my toes wide. Look, we get more floor beneath me. We're just going to take the other foot, so that's your right foot forward. Flex your foot like you're lifting the toes up towards you. Yeah. There you go. So your right foot up. Flex your foot, and then turn your toes outward. A lot of you guys remember this. So maybe start to feel it right here on this muscle right here. All you have to do is stand tall and breathe. And then we're going to take that leg in and out to the side. Foot is still flexed. And this time we're going to turn so the toes go down, heel comes up. That's going to take that feeling right into one of your butt muscles right on the side. Might even not feel great. Mine feels not great. Very glute medius, super important for balance and hip stability. Not just balance, but just hip stability. Shoo. Okay, let's take it behind us. Foot still flexed. You're leading with the heel. I do hinge a little bit forward, but you want to stay lifted because you want to feel it in your butt muscle. So that's your right butt that you feel it a lot. Try to squeeze both sides of your butt. For 3, 2, and 1. Whew. And set it down. Shake out that standing leg. All right, skiing again. Just come back. Relax a little. Your glute maximus, your butt muscle, is the biggest muscle we have in our body. Isn't that interesting? So it should be our strongest, but so it's also our strongest, but we sometimes need to work it. I don't know why, but majority of people we just have weak bum. Well, weak bum, so we're strengthening it. All right, let's come on over to the left side. So this time we're balancing on your right foot. Spread your toes wide. Take that left foot forward, flex the foot. Turn toes outward. That's it. All you gotta do is breathe. Stand up tall. And then bring that foot back in and let's take it out to the side. Right, so foot is flexed and the hard part is spinning the toes down, keeping the heel lifted. Ooh, that hurt my hip a little bit. You can always just like shake it out if you're feeling something, because I get that too. Seeing if you can turn the foot so that you feel it in the butt muscle, that side butt muscle, glute medius. Shoo. And we'll take it behind us. Foot still flexed, leading with your heel. Remember, it's okay to hinge, but keep your chest lifted so that you're making that butt muscle work. And then try to squeeze both sides of your butt. For 3, 2, and 1. Set that foot down, come back to skiing. Just push it out on both sides, bent knees. Good, and then I'm gonna turn my chair, you guys don't have to. And you're just we're gonna do a chair down dog. So all you gotta do is walk away from your chair. Knees stay generously bent. And you're just kind of walking out to your comfort level. The furthest you want to go is where ears can come in line with biceps. Just don't really know where you can go past that. But knees bent, okay? We're releasing your back. So if you straighten your knees, you won't get that release of the back. So bend your knees. You're kind of letting your chest dip down. I actually even feel this one in my armpits, stretching out that area. Good, and so with 2 bent knees, just pick one side, straighten just one leg. See how that feels. Take a few breaths into that straight leg. And then 2 bent knees, straighten the other leg. A few breaths here into your straight leg, please. 2 bent knees, and then inhale as you rise up and walk towards your chair. Ooh, okay, we're ready to sit back down. So if you need water, please get some water.
So what? Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with our feet. And just pick up right behind your left thigh. Just pick up that leg. And just start to roll out that ankle. Yeah, it's no rush here. If you get those little pops and stuff, it's all normal. Still moving in the same direction. And then we'll circle the other direction. If you haven't already, other direction. Set that foot down, same foot, just take it close in towards your chair. This is the one that's hard if you have shoes on. Try to flip your toes over, so tops of toes on the floor. And also this one sometimes feels super intense, so just like roll back and forth over your toes. If you feel like you're not feeling too much, you might have your foot too far back. Try bringing it forward, that's gonna make it more intense. Stretch for your toes, but really like the top of your foot starts to radiate up your ankle. Okay, other side, please. Picking up your right leg and rolling your ankle. Just practicing slowing down your breath in and out through your nose if possible. And often the mind is always racing, right? Planning what you're going to do when you get out of here. Or maybe dwelling on past mistakes. So when that happens, you just take that thought captive and come back to the moment, just paying attention to your ankle, paying attention to slowing down your breath. And circle out the other way. Foot down, and same foot, we do that top of the foot stretch, so flip your toes over. Just kind of pressing those toes down, maybe rolling back and forth. Very good. Let's go back to that first side, left side. We're grabbing onto that knee, right? Remember, we already did this with our core, so you can think about your core sitting up tall, drawing your belly in, engaging your core. We're just pulling that knee in. We have the added help of our arm muscles here to pull that leg in as much as we can and back down. Again, working the front of the hip before we are extending backwards. Now can't remember the right term for it, but we're bringing the leg in. Opposite direction. Okay, hold it in, hold it in. You can either hold on behind your thigh where we are, or maybe you want to hold on into the front of your shin. Either way is fine. If you're holding onto your shin, it's like a lift of the shin. So you're not putting any pull on your knee there. Shoo, try flexing and pointing your foot. Let's see if we can take that leg a little bit out to the side. And back in. Out. And in. There we go. Out and in. And bring it in. And here's the hard one, right? Grab it on wherever you can to that leg. Grab your pants, ankle, foot. Seeing if we can get that ankle on our knee. Okay. If you cannot. So ankle on knee if you can. Right here. And if not, you're just working on pushing that knee outward. Oh, I have just popped a bunch just doing it that way. So, yep, just pushing it outward. If you're right here, try keeping that foot flexed. The most important thing is just sitting up tall, right? Sitting up tall. If you want it, so I know some of you do, the little hinge forward or maybe a lot hinge forward. Practicing that mind-body connection by thinking about your left hip. Appreciating the hip that showed up today. You know, the body is alive and active. You constantly have cells dying off and regenerating, bumping into each other and splitting apart and making new cells. So the body is alive and active. We can make good, lasting change. And you can inhale to sit up tall. Shoo. Set that foot down. Just grab onto the other side. Just pulling that leg in and out. Remember, you can think about that core engagement. If you want to use your core here, along with the arm muscles. In and out. And we'll keep that knee in. You can keep holding on here, or if you interlaced over your shin, you can do that. And It's just a lift, like you're lifting your shin up towards your knee. Flexing and pointing your foot. And then just take the leg out and in. Hip is a ball and socket joint, just like our shoulder. We want to move it in all directions to keep it feeling good. Keep our mobility. Okay, now we try for figure 4. So grab it on wherever you can. Put that foot on your ankle. Or we're just pushing that knee outward. A little rotation. Trying for rotation in the hips. Still sitting up nice and tall. Important thing is to sit up nice and tall either way. And if you're adding that hinge, you can add that hinge. Just paying attention to that right hip. Breathing into it. Each inhale, new life, new oxygen. Those of you that need to modify, I'll bring something next week. We can bring something to work that foot higher and higher up. Because knee pain is a reason not to do figure 4. So, good to listen to your body. Okay, what are we on now? Let's take a little forward fold again. Feet out a little wider than your chair. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Just about 3 breaths down here. To your knees, please. Inhale all the way up. Good. Hands to your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up. Twist to your left, please. Turn to your left. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. There you go. So we're just coming back to where we started the practice. Easy twist here. Breathing deeply. Noticing if we feel any different than we did when we first were here. Inhale back to center, reach your arms up. Twist to your right now, please. Left hand to right knee. Right hand on the chair behind you. You can even try to take your gaze over your back shoulder if that feels okay for your neck. Just your left hand down, lean to your left. That side bend. And then inhale through center, switch your arms. Side bend to your right. Inhale to center, both hands up. Exhale, hands through your heart space all the way down to your sides for some big sun circles. Inhale up. Exhale, hands through your heart space all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Pause with your hands in your heart space. Close your eyes. Remind yourself again why you came. Maybe for a community. Maybe because someone dragged you here. You did it for them. Maybe you did it for yourself. Or even out of curiosity. Tell yourself you've chosen what's good. And then if you would, just bring your hands down into your lap. One palm on top of the other. And if you want to at this point, you can scoot back in your chair and relax towards the back of your chair. So however it's comfortable for you. Eyes closed for a few moments of just breathing. The hardest pose of the practice for sure, right here. Practice of stillness. Starts to work over time, starts to plan, to ruminate, to worry, or even sometimes just to remember things. Just express a little gratitude for a brain that works, a brain that's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. And then you can tell it can just have like 3 minutes off today. You're just gonna breathe. In and out. In and out. In, out. In, out. Let's breathe together. In through your nose. Open your mouth, soft sigh. In through your nose. Soft sigh. In through your nose. Soft sigh. And you can wake your eyes open if you're ready. Put your hands into your heart space. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And as always, I hope that the practice in here spills out to your practice outside of your life, staying more present and being just fully available in every moment. Thank you so much for practicing with me. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste.